What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. How is everybody doing out there? Oh, look at that. Julie. Hey, what's going on? Julie is in the chat. How's it going? Welcome. The Vaping Buckeye. What's up? Ken, what's going on, man? What's going on? Gentleman's E-Liquid, thank you for showing up to the stream. Thank you for showing up. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, so, I got an interesting recipe to share with you guys today, and I'm like, well, you know what? I already edited a video. Let's just do it on a live stream. I got some cool vape mail. I got a cool recipe, and it's a follow-up to the other video I just posted. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do it all in one. First, let me start off, though, about what I'm vaping on. Man, let me tell you guys something. I literally just got this flavor and started mixing stuff up with it. I mixed up a shake and vape, and I can't stop vaping it. And this is a separate recipe from what we're making today. I still kind of want to see how this one steeps out and, you know, goes down the line. But it is awesome. I can't get enough of it. Of course, it's another strawberry vape. But it's not about what the recipe is, honestly, what I want to feature. What I want to feature on this is the actual flavor I'm using. Now, when I went to go get this flavor, I actually heard a lot of stuff about it, and it's what made me want to buy it. And it's the Nicotine River brand Strawberry Biscuit. Okay? Strawberry Biscuit from Liquid Barn. First it was, not Liquid Barn, Nicotine River. First it was under the brand name of Perilium or however you say it. But then all of a sudden they listed it under the Nicotine River brand. So I'm not sure, but you get it at Nicotine River. It's right now it's under the Nicotine River. It's called Strawberry Biscuit. And I made an awesome vape right now. It's like kind of like this strawberry jam type biscuit vape. And I've been vaping it non-stop since I made it. Excellent strawberry vape flavor. You can taste the jam. It's a jammy strawberry. It has like stuff like ripe and super sweet and sweet strawberry and just a whole mess of things. I do want to see how it steeps out later on, see how much more the biscuit comes out, and then I'll release it. But chances are I'm going to release it. It's a great flavor. But definitely, if you guys haven't tried it, pick up a small 10 mil next time you're shopping at Nicotine River. I'm probably going to be getting a bigger flavor. Now, what I have noticed with this flavor, though, let me say something first off right away. What I have noticed is it's more like a TFA flavor. Like, you use it higher up. It's definitely not one of those, like, super concentrated flavors. So make sure you keep that in mind when you're using it. Or when you're buying it. So say you want to, like, test a lot with it, you might want more than a 10 mil. But it's a good flavor. It's excellent flavor, and I definitely thought it was worth saying something about. Oh, so we had a couple more people come in. Luis, how's it going, man? David Cook, what's up? Yeah, I know. This stream's kind of like just add on to my video. If you guys didn't know, if you guys didn't get the notification, maybe perhaps after this live stream, go check out my flavor note video on Flavor apple filling. It's a flavor I've been having a lot of use out of, and I know exactly what it does. So I want to make sure I got a flavor note video out, and I kind of want to get that started again. And I chose Flavor because, one, as I said, I already know what it is, and two, I've had a flavor tester for it for a while, and I know how it works. Now, I am going to be doing some of the Flavor Art flavors I got as well, but I'm going to be doing a mixture of different flavors and flavor companies. But the ones from Flavor Art that I'm going to be getting to right away, such as Blood Orange, Royal Orange, and a couple others, they're actually steeping right now. So that's going to take some time to let them steep, because I decided this time I go about my flavor notes, I want to let the tester steep just to get a full picture of how the flavors actually are and to give you guys better information. Alright, so now that I went over that, let's go over my vape mail I just got in real quick. So if you guys didn't know, again, Nicotine River, they've been having all the sales lately, so it's just chances why I've been going with them. But Nicotine River has been having all the sales this past week, okay? And they had a sale on Capella, which was too good to pass up. And it was 25% off all their flavorings, which is a pretty good deal. So I used money generated from the channel. Of course, as I said, I'm putting everything that I get from the channel back into the channel. So what I did was I got some flavorings, and the first thing I got was a 4-ounce bottle of Super Sweet. I was just about to run out. Literally had like 5 mils left, so it couldn't have came at a perfect time. So I got a 4-ounce bottle, so I'll never have to worry about super sweet probably for over a year with this amount, because I use very little bit of it and it goes a long way. Hey Afro, what's going on? He says, hey John, what's up? Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. The next flavor I got was a 4-ounce bottle of super sweet from Capella. It's the reformulated one though. So I got sweet strawberry reformulated from Capella because DIY Vapor got it. He tried it. He said it was great, just like the other sweet strawberry, but the only difference is the alcohol is taken out of it. So it should help on steep times. In other words, it won't take time for the alcohol to steep out, so it might work a little bit better for shake and vapes. But I mean, you shouldn't really be DIYing just to shake and vape. But it's also just a good one to compare because, you know, these days with the alcohol based in your flavorings and you're getting bigger bottles, they usually give you shipping restrictions and then you have to wait longer for your flavors. So say instead of like 2-day priority mail, you have to go ground shipping mandatory. So it's good that they offer that. I'm really looking forward to comparing this to the other sweet strawberry and seeing how they compare. But I definitely picked that one up because I heard it was just as good, and I was willing to risk it because sweet strawberry is definitely a flavor I go through a lot. The next 4-ounce bottle I got was definitely one that I needed more of. I was running out of it, so definitely need to pick up more. Literally have about... I probably have about 20 mils left of it. And what it is it's Capella. Sorry about that. Anyways, it's Capella Sugar Cookie, okay? Capella Sugar Cookie. So, again, if you guys don't know a good sugar cookie, Capella has the best sugar cookie. Straight up, you can't get a better sugar cookie than that. And I can take that to the bank. Believe me, it's true. I don't care who says anything different. It's the best. It's not subjective. It's literally the best. Like, the only other option for sugar cookie is Flavor West, and if you try them both, believe me, you'll I'm just kidding. Some people might like Flavor West better, I don't know. Alright, and then in the last one for the 4-ounce bottles is Vanilla Bean Ice Cream from Capella. I know I just got a 16 ounce of TFA, but Vanilla Bean Ice Cream from Capella is a little bit different, and they have their different purposes, and I've had a lot of good luck with it. So I figured get a bottle of this while they're on sale is better than waiting and then thinking about getting more later, because I had a 30 mil of it and I'm literally down to my last 10 mils of that as well. So I got a 4-ounce bottle of Vanilla Bean Ice Cream. So pretty good deal. And now when I went to the sale, like, there's one thing Capella does excellent when it comes to flavorings, okay? And finding Capella sales is usually really hard. Like, a lot of companies, like, Capella doesn't really do sales too much from what I know. And the one thing they do well is creams. They do creams and custards very, very well. That's their thing. So there is a couple that I didn't have that I want to pick up and use. So I got sweet cream from Capella, a 30 mil. I got sweet cream. Usually I use TFA. I've used Flavor West, but again, I've heard great things about it, so I wanted to try it. Followed up by buttercream from Capella. Another buttercream. I usually use Flavor West, but now I'm going to see, how it compares to Capella, because I don't know. Because I would really like to know how different brands work differently. Like, I know all the Vanilla Bean ice creams now and how they're a little bit different. Same thing with the cheesecakes. But to get an own idea for you, because it might actually just be that one little thing that's missing to complete your recipe. So that's why I did that. Next up is chocolate fudge brownie. I wanted to try it. Just sounded freaking amazing. So I got chocolate fudge brownie. Marshmallow from Capella. Didn't have that one. Wanted to try that one. Usually use TFA. And last but not least, Bavarian cream from Capella. And that was the vape mail. Alright, so let's see if I missed anything. James Repair, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Tammy Olsen, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Capella strawberry, sweet strawberry. Yeah, it's interesting. I think that out of all the flavors, that kind of interests me the more, because what is the difference if you take out the alcohol and the flavor? You really kind of want to know that. James, when you start... Oh, never mind. Tammy Olson says, I was going to order the Capella sale, and shipping was going to be almost $50 with Liquid Barn. Huh? Not sure what that means, but if you spend $50 at Liquid Barn, you get free shipping. Same thing with, same thing with Nicotine River as well. So you spend over 50 bucks on either of those sites when you order, you get free shipping. As long as you're in the U.S. I can't speak for anywhere else. Yes, thanks, Luis. If you haven't hit that like button, please hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Okay, so as you guys know, as I just said earlier, I did a flavor note video on Flavor apple filling, and in that video, I told you I'd have a follow-up recipe for that. Now, this recipe, I just had one more flavor I got in, and it like kind of filled in all the. For the longest time, and let's just preface it with this, okay? For the longest time, I was fighting over an excellent apple pie vape, okay? Like, I've made apple pies before, and it always seemed like there was something missing. Just something wasn't there. So finally, I got this flavor in, and I tried it, and I think it fixed everything. It was just one flavor I was missing. And what was that flavor, you guys ask? It was this right here. It was Flavor Art Apple Pie. Flavor Art Apple Pie was the exact flavor I was missing. It's kind of like a pie crust on its own. Let me just pull it on hand so I can describe it to you real quick. And then we'll get to mixing. Yeah. It's like this perfect... Honestly... When I taste apple pie from Flavor Art on my hand, I don't really get too much apple. What to me it's a pie crust, okay? It's a pie crust. And it's like this nice, flaky, buttery pie crust, and you can taste texture, and you can taste the nice buttery crust. Like, it's the perfect crust for that perfect apple pie that you're missing. No, it's not your Flavor West pie crust. No, it's not your TFA pie crust. This is like pie crust 3.0. This is like pie crust going from 2D to 3D. This is like pie crust that is just freaking light years ahead. This is like dial up to freaking fiber optic network speeds, okay? So in other words, this is in a whole nother league of pie crust flavorings. I know that's like a funny way to go about it, but literally that's how it tastes, you know? So, let's go build the recipe. I already have the recipe. I've already mixed it up. But I'm going to mix it up in front of you guys because I'm willing to make a whole nother batch because it was just that good. So, we're going to build on ELR just for people who, you know, haven't used ELR and don't really know how to. That's why I kind of like to do that on these streams. It kind of shows people who don't really know or who are new to DIY, and it kind of just helps people out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my right desktop, and we're going to go through that right now. Okay, so here's ELR. You just go to eLiquid Recipes, you sign up for an account by going into user, and then there should be a sign up button. You sign up for an account, then you go and click create recipe right here, and this screen will come up. Okay, so I'm just going to name this apple pie. We're just going to be simple. And we're going to be making a 30 milliliter batch. I'm using 3 milligram nicotine, and I'm going for a max VG blend. Okay, there's the nicotine strength of the nicotine you're using, and if it's PG, you do 100%. If it's VG, you do it there, or if it's a blend, you adjust it accordingly. But that's where you enter all your nicotine information. That's where you enter in the amount you're making, the desired milligram you want to end up with right there. Okay, so that's just a quick rundown of ELR. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything in the chat. Anything saying I don't speak Spanish, I'm sorry. Ken says, I think it does for pie crust what Zapola does for donuts. Yeah. You know what? I 100% agree with you there. 100% agree with you there. Matt Williams says, that's good to know. I've used cap apple pie and added the other things, of course, but it's always missing something. I definitely have to pick up that. Yeah. Totally, it's in another league, and that's my taste. Though I mean, that might be subjective, but to me, I'm telling you, it's a new world. It's a new world of apple pies and vapes. Okay, that's how good I feel about it. Seriously. Okay, so let's do apple pie from FA. And we're going to be doing apple pie from FA at 3%, followed up by apple filling, which is the one I just did the flavor note for. Now, I'll probably be doing flavor notes on these the apple pie too, coming up soon, but as I'm still testing it. I like to do single flavor testing on all the flavors first before I make a video on them. Alright, so apple filling from Flavora. We're using apple filling from Flavora at 2%. Now, I said I would explain this a little bit in this video. So apple filling, it seems like Flavora, the website, they say use apple filling about at 2.5%. I thought that was a little bit high, but I do like it a little bit punchy. Now, the community says in recipes on ELR that they use it around 1.8 to 1.5%, but I find I've used it already, and I've used this flavor many times, and I find 2% for my taste being okay. Now, if you guys make it and you're a little bit sensitive to cinnamon, maybe you should back it down to maybe 1.5. Okay, but for me, 2%, perfect. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right, so the next flavor up is caramel. Okay, you can't have apple pie without the caramel. You can't. Caramel from FA. And this is also from Flavor Art, and we're using caramel from Flavor Art at 1%. Followed up by brown sugar extra. Brown sugar extra. Okay, brown sugar extra, and we're using this at 1% as well. Then we're using a vanilla bean ice cream. And I'm using vanilla bean ice cream. I'm using the regular vanilla bean ice cream. Don't care what this says. I just hate the autofill system on ELR. They need to fix it. It's not me, believe me, it sucks. Okay, so vanilla bean ice cream, I'm using that at 4%. Followed by Fuji, Flavor Art Fuji. Now, I have heard that Capella just came out with the Fuji. I honestly have not tried it yet. It's a brand new flavor from them. I am interested in it, but again, Fuji is not usually my go-to flavor, but for an apple vape, definitely like apple filling, but, you know, I don't like it straight by itself. But, definitely, I'm not sure how it would translate if you were to like substitute it. I don't know how close it is to Flavor Art, but in this situation and in this recipe, it comes out awesome. So I'm not sure if Capella would be different. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I used Flavor Art Fuji at 1%. Just a little bit. If you didn't know, Flavor Art Fuji is a strong flavor, and if you just wanted to like kind of boost up your apples and accent, like you don't want to go too high. It can overtake a lot of things. It can overtake a lot of things. So be careful with your Flavor Art Fuji. Okay, next up is Double Apple. Double Apple from Capella. This is an excellent blend of apples. It's like a blend of like a green apple and a red apple. It's a very good apple flavor. It's probably the second best in the industry when it comes to apple. First being obviously Flavor Art Fuji. But I use that a little bit more because it's just not quite as strong, and I kind of want to layer in the apples there. Because it also seems like, I also thought it would be good to have a little bit more of a red apple, considering apple filling also does kind of have a little bit of a red apple type flavor in it as well. Alright, and two more ingredients. The next one being golden butter. Just to get a little bit more butter on that crust. Just a little spritz. Alright, so golden butter, we're doing it at 0.5%. Just go a little bit on that golden butter. You don't need much at all. You don't need much at all. And last but not least, we're doing super sweets. Super sweet, and this is just to sweeten it up. Now, if you guys have any issues with sweetener, you don't have to use it. But here I'm using it at 1%. Don't go above 1%. I'm definitely amongst the breaking point on where you want to put the sweetener in the recipe. If you don't like sweet vapes or you don't mind them, but you don't like things too sweet, maybe go 0.5%. Go 0.5%. But 1% is just where I like it. So just keep that in mind as well. Okay, so we're going to save this, and we'll bring it in private after I mix it. Let me just see if I missed anything. All right, let's see. Okay, you guys are just talking about other stuff. Okay, cool. I'm not missing anything. Okay, so I'm going to bring it to this camera, and then I'm going to get everything set up so I can mix. Okie dokie. Okay, got that all set up. Let me take a quick drink, get a vape to clear my voice, and I'll get on my gloves. Oh, Bonnie Crawford, I don't know if I saw you earlier. Welcome to the stream. This will probably be my next recipe that comes out, or one of them. This strawberry biscuit right here. Oh, it's excellent. Excellent flavor. I'm probably gonna vape through that 30 ml before it steeps. I probably should have made a bigger batch. Shoulda, coulda. Okie dokie. Yeah, buddy. Hey, V-Dog, welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so I'm going to flip my headphones around. That way I can hear myself talk and I have more room to switch over. Okay, so now I'm going to switch the cameras over and we're going to go mix this bad boy. We're going to mix this bad boy, guys. Alright, so there we go. We got the alternate view. Alright, so first thing I'm going to turn on the scale. Alright, the scale's turned on. Now the first ingredient we're using is apple pie. Oh wait, no. Damn, ELR screwed things up again. Okay. First we're using is apple filling from Flavora, okay? It's a nice cinnamony apple flavor. If you really have questions about this flavor, seriously, check out the new flavor note video. I talk all about it, but it's an excellent flavor. Definitely, if you're doing a pie, you need this flavor in your life. I am telling you, I swear, buy this flavor. All right, 2%, 0.60 grams. There we go. 0.60 grams of Flavor apple filling is in. We're going to tear that out. Next up is apple pie. Again, to me, this is just more of a pie crust. This is an excellent buttery and flaky pie crust. It's so good. It's so good, guys. It's so good. Okay, so this is in at 3%, okay, or 0.95 grams. Okay, so Flavor our apple pies in. We're going to tear that out. Next up is brown sugar extra from TFA. And brown sugar extra, it's in at 1% or 0.30 grams. 0.30 grams. This kind of just works with that filling. Believe me, it builds the picture of the apple pie. It's excellent. Followed up by caramel from Flavor Arts. Caramel from Flavor Arts. Excellent caramel flavor. Okay. This is in at 1% or 0.31 grams. There we go. The caramel's in. I'm going to tear that out. followed up by Double Apple from Capella. Double Apple from Capella. Double Apple from Capella is in at 1.5% or 0.45 grams. Okay, 0.45 grams. Yeah, what this is, it's a mixture of red and green apple. And what this does is it kind of just boosts the apple notes in this recipe, because there are like slight notes in the apple filling, but not much. The apple filling is definitely heavy on the spice with a little bit of apple, but you definitely need to boost those apple notes up in the recipe. But you only want to do it a little bit. You don't want to go high with apples at all. That's where a lot of people screw up their apple pies. We've learned that. Alright, next up is vanilla bean ice cream, okay? Vanilla bean ice cream. I decided to use TFA here. TFA is definitely my go-to when it comes to vanilla bean ice creams. Different circumstances call for different ice creams. But in this case, I wanted to use an ice cream that not only gave the vape some body, but it also gave you a little bit of vanilla creamy flavor as well. But mainly for the body. Okay, so this is in at 4% or 1.2 grams. 1.2 grams. Okay, there we go. Vanilla bean ice cream is in. Followed up by Fuji from Flavor. Again, this also is to build up that apple. Give you a nice blended apple flavor. It's not 1% or 0.31 grams. 0.31. There we go. Again, you don't want too much apple. You just want a little bit of apple. Okay, followed up by golden butter. Again, same thing. Only a very tiny bit. Just a very little bit. Just to kind of make that crust a little bit more buttery. 0.5% or 0.16 grams. There we go. And last but not least is Capella Super Sweet. Using Capella Super Sweet in at 1%. That's probably the highest you want to take it, but I like sweet juices. So we need to set 0.32 grams. 0.32. There we go. Next up is the nicotine. I'm using 100 milligram nicotine suspended in PG. Now, when you're using nicotine in this concentration, you want to make sure you shake it well. Now, if this were nicotine suspended in VG, you would want to shake it even more, as it's a thicker substance. Keep it out of reach of children and pets, and absolutely make sure you do not get this on your skin, and wear gloves at minimum. I mean, I can't tell you what to do in your own home, but what's most important is you be safe, take it slow. Make sure you're just careful, because this is the most dangerous part of mixing your own e-liquid. Alrighty, so now that we're all mixed up, this calls for 3 milligrams in this 30 milliliter batch, so that's 9.93 grams of the nicotine, 0.93 grams. Okay, there we go. There's the nicotine, and now for the VG. Alright guys, gonna get that VG. Today it calls for 31.03 grams of the VGs. I gotta get a better angle. There we go. Definitely, if you're using PG, get smaller bottles with pour caps. It makes your mixing life a lot easier. It makes things a lot easier when you're handling VG, for sure. Alright, so I'm going to switch up the cameras. We're going to mix it up, and then we're going to talk about it and vape it. We're going to vape it. Alright, here we go. Live mix phase. Hey, I'm back. I'm back, guys. I'm back. What did I miss? Uh-oh. Where'd my chat go? Where'd my chat go? Pop out. There we go. Almost lost you guys for a minute. Alright. Jared Gare says, always be very slow and deliberate when using nicotine. Harbor Freight sells big boxes of 9mm nitrile gloves. That box will last forever. Stay safe. Yeah, exactly. Get gloves. Don't risk it. It's better being safe than sorry. Definitely take steps to help, reduce your risk too. Like, put your nicotine in smaller bottles, and if you're mixing by weight, put them in small dropper bottles like I do. It just reduces your risk of not only opening up the bigger bottle, but it also helps your nicotine last longer, because if you fill out smaller bottles, it's the less time you're opening it up, and you don't have to open up every single time you mix as well. Guys, you have no idea how good this stuff is. Oh, it's so good. Alright, so that's mixed up. Probably mix them more in a little bit, but I already have a batch. It's all nice and done. I'm going to vape that one and talk about it because it's the exact same thing. So as I said, I have no problems making more of this stuff. This stuff is going to go to good use. It's very good. Very good and flavorful. Alright, so let's get this on an atomizer. Okay, use this one. No, you know what? We're going to use this bad boy right here. It's like deciding which atomizer you want to use. Always the problem. Always the problem. Hold on, I got to vape some of those first. So what's going on, guys? Before I, try this in front of you guys and talk about it, what have you guys been mixing? What are you guys vaping on? What's going on? Guys making anything good? Making any good liquids? Ouch. Just burnt myself with some hot juice. Alright, let's see. Alright, I think we'll be good to drip on this now. Let me just see what you guys are mixing up. Hey, Luis, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Jared says he mixed a strawberry, pomegranate, and raspberry. Ooh, that sounds really good. You know what? That's something that I'm going to be getting into soon on my channel. Not only because I just got a whole ton of fruits in, but I really need to start doing some summertime vapes. And usually that consists of like different candy vapes and different fruit type vapes. So I really want to do that, like different fruit medleys and fruit mixes and tropical mixes, and I want to do all that because that seems like, don't get me wrong, I love my bakeries and I love my creams and custards, and those are always going to stay here, but I definitely do want to start having maybe just a little bit of fruit type mixes. Hey, Zesty Vapes, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Oh, and that vape right there, man. That was just my strawberry biscuit again. That one, oh god, it's so good. So good. I have no doubt that's going to steeple. I should release that one soon. Okay, but here's the one I just mixed. Here's the one I mixed previously. Again, it's the same thing. It's just I'm going to mix that one a little bit better in a little bit and probably let that one steep out while I'm vaping this one. Such a good recipe, guys. I mean, that Flavor Art apple pie It makes all the difference in the world. That was like the between the apple filling from Flavora and apple pie from Flavor Art. Those were the missing links, people. Those were the missing links. You really can't beat it. I'm sorry, but when it comes to that, TFA and Flavor West just don't even freaking hold a candlelight. I'm sorry. Not even close. And I have TFA. Believe me, this isn't my first rodeo at making apple pie. I've made so many, and maybe I'm just a can't speak. Maybe I'm just a picky apple pie person because I love apple pies in real life. So maybe that's why making them in a vape, I'm so I scrutinize it a lot. So maybe that's why. But I'm telling you, when it comes to these flavors from Flavor Art and Flavor, so good. Hold on, here we go. Cheers, guys. Oh God, it's so good, dude. I could sell this stuff. It's so good. It's well balanced. You can taste that apple filling. That apple filling has all the cinnamony notes. It tastes like an apple pie filling, but it tastes like a real apple pie. Like the apple pie, like you can taste the apples, but the apples aren't like overpowering. Like it's not overpowering to where it's just like, hey, maybe you taste a lot of apples and then maybe a little bit of cinnamon and maybe barely. You have to search for the crust. No, 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 no. When you taste the apples in here, they taste realistic. It goes, hold on, let's tell, hold on. It's like real life. First, you get a little bit of the pie crust. Then you start getting the cinnamon and the apples taste real. It tastes like it has that cinnamon sugar drizzle on it. Like, I'm seriously tasting in 3D. You get that buttery crust. It's just amazing. I'm telling you guys, you gotta try this apple pie, and you gotta believe me. You know, I just got a private message from John Phenom. You guys should all know who he is, okay? When I go about saying that a vape is, like, really absolutely good, you guys need to try it. Like, John Phenom, for example, John Phenom in yesterday's video, okay, I had a live show, and I was making this awesome cereal vape that I just came up with. And I'm telling you, and I said it in the stream, I'm like, this cereal vape is going to be good to even people who don't necessarily prefer cereals. You're gonna love it. It's good. It's just excellent. It's just that type of thing. It wasn't too cereally. It was just a perfect combination, and it tasted excellent. It was a well-balanced recipe. Okay? And I said that in there. And then, no word of a lie, I even have the messages and could show you, but I'm not gonna invade his privacy. So you could ask him, okay? Ask him. And then he literally mixed it up and tried it as a shake and vape. What did I get a message? He's like, dude, you were right. I don't even like cereals, and this shit is freaking amazing, okay? I kid you not. In this apple pie, I know how hard apple pies can be. This stuff, it's amazing. Perfect apple pie. I don't care what anybody says. As long as I know it's good, that's all that matters. But you guys should try it out. Make an excellent apple pie. It's way too hard to find a good one. And that's what I gotta say about that, guys. It's excellent. You guys are missing out. But see, the thing is, too, what I've learned in DIY ever since I started was that you need the proper flavors and the proper ingredients. Don't get me wrong. You can take some ingredients and you can bend the flavors. You can do some things that you never thought you'd be able to do with flavors. And that's definitely one of the perks of DIY and the cool things, like thinking outside the box and stuff like that. But you can do that to a certain point. But then there's also the fact of the matter is you need the right flavors. There are going to be some flavors from some flavor companies that are just crap, and you need to weed them out. And then until you have the right flavorings, it's like experiencing a simple recipe from a budget company to experiencing like a well-balanced, well-put-together recipe. It's just night and day. It's like 2D to 3D. You know what I mean? It's excellent. Excellent stuff, guys. Granny Vape says, me too, John. I am not happy with any of them. They're good, but the perfect one that just hasn't happened yet. I mean, this recipe right here, this is excellent, okay? Now, let me just try some more, because, you know, having something be the perfect in a vape, is going to be different than having it perfect in real life. And I mean, that's something we all have to come to terms with, because there's only a certain amount of, like, this is like a philosophy thing when it comes to like vapor and stuff like that. I mean, it is said that, yeah, you can get some textures. You can. I have done it. Like, I mean, you can get like a strawberry taffy flavor. You can get textures that way. And there's just a big thing on DIY or Die yesterday about getting textures in your vape. And yeah, you can get them, but there's always going to be a slight difference than actually having it in real life. But this is pretty damn close. Again, you can taste the layers, and I think that's the most important part. Like, it's almost synchronized. It's weird because, like, you literally taste the crust right away. It's like this buttery pie crust. Yeah, it's literally this buttery pie crust. Then you're getting that cinnamony filling, and then you're getting the mixture of apples. But the mixture of apples, they don't taste like a mixture of apples. Like, the apples end up all tasting like one fuller apple. And it almost tastes like this nice baked apple. And the apple is like oozing with cinnamon and sugar. It's just excellent. I can't get enough of that stuff, guys. If you guys need a good apple vape, definitely check it out. And Country Living, yes, I did my flavor note video, and then I said in the video that I wanted to do this recipe video just so people, when they're getting the flavor, knew how to use the ingredient. And because I thought that was pretty cool, releasing a flavor note video and then a recipe to back up the flavor note video. I thought it was a cool idea, and I just made a video, and then I'm like, you know what, I kind of don't want to make and edit another video. I'm like, why not do a live stream, talk to people in real life? I just figured it would be a better idea. And so, yeah, so I'm sorry, for some reason you didn't get the notification, but at least you're better late than ever, I guess. And you can watch most of the rest of it on a replay if you'd like. No, I did the flavor note video on a regular video. This is a live stream. This is the one I did the recipe. I separated them. Anyways, so guys, thank you so much. That's pretty much all I have for today. Another flavor note and some more videos will be out tomorrow. If you guys need anything for your DIY arsenal, make sure you check the links in the description down below. I have codes from Liquid Barn like JFM 15. Get yourself 15% off your bases, your nicotine, and some flavors that Liquid Barn has to offer, so make sure you check that out. Also, I have some great deals from Amazon.com down there. Also, the JFM development Instagram, go check that out. Or also the JFM Just Friggin' Mix group on Facebook. Community of mixers. If you need help mixing, you have questions, or just want to be part of a collaborative of mixers, make sure you go check that out. And also, make sure you support your community members. Check out people like Country Living. He's trying to hit 500 subscribers by the time his birthday happens. So help him get there. He's almost there, but he needs help. So make sure you check him out and subscribe to him. And also, Granny Vapes. Go check out Granny Vapes. She's an older woman who has a lot of vape stuff. Excellent in the community, big in the community. She's always on live stream. She's always supporting everybody. Go make sure you check her out. She's an excellent lady. Definitely look up to her. And yeah, support your local laws and legislation. Make sure you're fighting for your right to vape. And that about wraps it up. 2 weeks to go before Country Living. He needs help. He needs help. Subscribe. All right. Just kidding, guys. Make sure you put a like and a subscribe on this video. Thank you guys so very much for watching. You guys have yourselves a great day. Peace.